Yeah.
In 2014, a movie came out and blew everyone away. Whiplash came out, and with it, Hollywood was introduced to a new young director with a bright future ahead. Damien Chazelle. This movie did not stay hidden from the Academy too, because J.K. Simmons was so good that I still get chills just thinking about his performance. He won an Oscar for his role. 2 years later, Chazelle literally killed it with La La Land. Emma Stone won the Oscar for the Best Actress, Ryan Gosling bagged his second nomination, and most importantly, Damien Chazelle himself became the youngest director to ever win an Oscar. He was 32 at the time. Chazelle had his style too. Jazz music, heartbreaks, a fantastic world, and normally really fluffy environment was always a part of his movies, and as he became bigger, he decided to step into a territory that he probably should not have. He made a movie called Armstrong, which was a biography movie about a famous astronaut. It was clearly away from his style, and the movie was, just to say the best, it was mediocre. And it came Babylone. If I say that Babylone has a plot, I'd kind of be disrespecting the movies with a plot. The protagonist, Manny, loves the movie industry. He does kind of dirty works, not that he kills people, but he does the dirty works for the stars, until after a big party, he makes friends with the big actor played by Brad Pitt, and this friendship becomes his ticket to enter Hollywood. The whole movie happens in 1920s too. Babylone is supposed to be Damien Chazelle's love letter to Hollywood and cinema. With an arsenal of huge actors like Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, actually these two were in the Tarantino's love letter to Hollywood too, if you remember, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Anyways, Babylone is a hot mess. With a runtime of nearly 3 hours, this movie is so loud and yet so boring. Every element that you want from a Chazelle movie is in this movie. You have jazz music, you have dance numbers, you have heartbreaks, and you have a fantasy world, but all of them are so shallow that you just don't care about any of them. The thing that I love the most about Chazelle's movies was always how personal his movies were. You know, Whiplash was just about a young man's dream, a dream to become a great musician. La La Land was just a love story, two people successful in their professional life but unsuccessful in their personal life, and you felt that you knew the characters. But Babylone looks like a short passage that you read in a newspaper. I know that what I say might sound mean, but it was 3 freaking hours and I still could not connect with any of the characters. I really felt that Chazelle rushed by making this movie in his 30s. Clearly he has ideas, but his execution is so raw and unexperienced that I really wish that he made this movie in his 50s. It would have been awesome. As far as the characters go, well, there is no empathy or knowledge about any of them. Margot Robbie is a representative of a pretty doll who goes up the ladders in the Hollywood, but she constantly says that everyone tells her that she's not pretty and she's ugly even, and I seriously cannot buy it. Manny is the main guy, but he's more like an observer. I could even say that it was Damien Chazelle himself, because he did not do anything. There was no explanation about him too, and you know, I could not see him as the lead. Brad Pitt was the only half-good character in the movie. I say character and I'm not gonna say actor, because Brad Pitt is not playing, he's not acting. He's the same guy in every movie, and I don't know when will people stop loving him for playing the same character in every movie, in every single movie. I think we are just seeing Brad Pitt as he is in real life. Let me just tell you this, I know that what I said is kind of controversial, but if you just look at the movies in the 50s even, not in 20s, you could really see that how different we talk these days if you compare it with those movies. But Brad Pitt speaks like he does in every single interview or every single place that he is in. I mean, he's not acting. But as far as the characters go, I mean, he was a good character. He at least had an arc. Visually, the movie was just too much. It was too loud and too crowded. and the fast cut scenes and different angles for every scene, and worst of all, jumping between stories. It gave me headaches and I became more and more stressed by the movie went on. It was like the movie was on some kind of drug. I don't want to say what it is, but it was like the movie is on some kind of drug. It was not enjoyable. Again, I have to say that this movie was 3 hours. That's another bad point. I don't know if you felt it or not, or I think that every time music in the background was playing, I heard La La Land. Maybe he even used the exact same tracks. And this music came on a lot of times. I mean, every single cut, it began and ended with this type of music that just reminded me of La La Land. Maybe the best thing about the movie was the costume design and the set design. Maybe that's it. And yeah, that's my review of this hot mess, the movie named Babylone, which came out in 2022. Tell me what did you think about it. And if you have anything to say, comment down below and let me know what do you think. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Goodbye.